a lot of variables when you jump in
Yeah.
the water.
Right, right. There's even a worse and all. And so, do you usually book two classes simultaneously, like consecutively, like this?
No, actually, this is my first time that I'm booking it. I
Yeah.
don't.
So, like,
I have booked it once, but I think this is my second time.
okay. So, like, how many sessions do you have per week?
Per week, currently, I had one. I have one session, but due to some issue, they gave me two refunded sessions. So with that, I booked two sessions with you.
So, 1 week, one class per week,
Yes.
and total how many?
Total, currently I have a 1 month subscription, so I have four sessions.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's a bit like difficult, right? As you said, that we're a bit inconsistent. Maybe because the
Hmm.
practice is not there.
Yes, the
So,
practice is not there. Yes.
so would you want to like? Why do you take 1 month? Isn't it more costly than like 3 months and 6 months?
Yeah, it is costly, but I currently I'm not prioritizing this, so that is why I'm currently keeping it to 1 month. So if I get some more time, then I would be taking classes with more frequency, like three or four. I was taking 7 classes a week sometime while back, but now I have reduced to one.
Seven is too much.
Very
You
high.
can, yeah. So if you, so how do you think you want to shift to the 15 minutes or 25 minutes is good for you?
I think I'll shift to the 15 minutes
Yeah,
because sometimes
you
it
can.
becomes
Yeah, it's too much.
it sometimes it's too much. Yes.
Yeah, I think 15 minutes is good, and then you can do it for like 3 days or
Hmm.
whatever they have. Yeah,
Yes, yes. And yes, 15 minutes is good for intermediate people like me. And but for beginners, I think they should be on the 25-minute one because it will give them more time to speak.
yeah, but some of them they don't speak that much. So like, yeah, it's like usually they just give one word, not one word, like one sentence answers, and then I have to ask another question. Like
Mm.
they'll like if I ask them where are you from, what is the speciality of that place, so they'll be
Mm.
like I'm from Hyderabad, and I think what is special here is the biryani, and that is it. And then I have to first, so imagine 25 minutes I have to ask 25 questions. It sounds like an interview sometimes. It's like really not
Yes,
boring, but it's stressful for me.
even I was the same a while back, but then suddenly
Okay.
I realized it myself that because I had applied to become a tutor on Clapingo for 2 times, and I've applied one more time, but still I've not got the result. So I thought that if I become a tutor, I have to create conversations, I have to engage conversations. So
Yeah.
then I have to, break the ice and ask the
Yeah.
other person also questions. So when I
Right. Right.
looked at from that perspective, then I realized the importance of asking questions, keeping the conversation going, and
Yeah.
small stuff just like that, so that the other person also does not
Yeah.
feel bored, so that the
Yeah.
conversation is interesting and
Yeah.
you can stretch it for a long time.
Right. Right. And
And it's a
sometimes
very
the
good skill to have, in
yeah.
this world. I feel that if you have the ability to do small talk or the
Yeah.
ability to create conversations elongated,
Right.
I think it's a very great skill that anybody can have.
Oh, yeah. And like sometimes the prompts are like whatever, like they're good, but like for some topics, it's like I wouldn't want to talk on it. So it's like I would just be like, let's discuss something else. That topic, but different prompts, different subtopic. Yeah. Okay. So I was thinking
Okay,
we can
I want to ask you
discuss.
a question, like
Yeah.
how has your experience been on clapping go from
I
good to
think I
bad?
joined here for being a tutor, but like it has been a learning experience for me because different learners like have something. Everybody has something to offer, and I learn a lot from people. Like there, I meet doctors, I meet like people from different professions who come here. Well, I had police people also coming here, like yeah. So yeah, and then there are people from like abroad. Like there's one particular guy. He books a lot of sessions with me, and there's another guy from Pune. He also books a lot of sessions with me. And his like the guy from Pune, his is like 498 session or something like that. So
498.
so Clappingo has topics, I think, only till 200. So after that, we don't even have a topic to rely on. And now I know everything about him, and he knows everything about me. So now we just. So last time I told him that this time
Okay.
I'll come prepared, because usually I don't see whose session it is. I just like just 5 minutes before I'll just check the topic, and
You
because
don't.
I also don't want to prepare so much, because I also want to challenge myself that okay, can I come up with new subtopics or prompts on the
Mhm.
spot? Yeah. And topics are
Yes.
very simple. You can talk for 25 minutes. Anyway, I don't have to talk. You have to talk. Then I'll give my input. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So yeah. Okay. But
Yes.
it's good. It's a good learning experience. But I thought we can discuss one topic. I'll write it in the chat box. It's okay. So this is a topic. Yeah, you can think for 1 minute and you can say whatever you want, and then maybe I can also speak. So
I
yeah.
would not like to think for 1 minute. Let's keep the thoughts
Okay.
spontaneous.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Then you speak first. Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing that comes to my mind is I've seen somewhere like in some movie, The Matrix, like there's some red or blue pill. So both have their own consequences and own results. So I think it's something related to that topic, if I'm not wrong.
No, no,
So
no. It's just you're. It's open to interpretation. Red versus blue. Anything.
yes, red versus blue, because and in a lot of combat sports like boxing or MMA, there's a red side and a blue side. So that's another thing that comes to mind. But when it comes to speaking on this topic, what would I say? Like red versus blue, both are colors. They signify something or the other to every other person because somebody would say that red is a very enticing color. It's an aggressive color, and blue is a very uh, normal color. Uh, People would say that. And apart from this, I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. All right. So should I go?
Yes,
Yeah,
should
so
say something about
firstly,
it.
like one thing advice would be whenever there's an extempore topic given, so you started with like matrix and combat sports. No, first give like the basic meaning. You came to the color part, that red is also a color, blue is also a color, after on your third point. That should be first. Like you should start from the basic and then
Mhm.
make it
I
at
should make
first.
it complex.
Yeah, it should first be general, then more crystallized, more like general,
Okay,
like
okay,
specified. So okay,
absolutely.
so when it comes to blue and red, of course red is they both are colors. So red would signify, as you said, something fiery, something aggressive, maybe some yeah, anger, a lot of that stuff. And blue for me would be calmness, peace, tranquility, all of serenity, all of that. uh, in Hindu mythology, we have five elements. Okay, so fire is one, and we also have another. We have water and air, and we also have space. So I think all of the three has some blue element to it. Water has air. I don't know, not maybe
Air also has a
space.
blue element.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Water definitely has, and yeah, like the ocean and everything is blue. Uh, Fire is red. I would orangish, reddish,
Mm.
but I would give red to it.
Yellowish.
Yeah. So okay, I would say blue is more of like my color because I like blue.
But
Okay,
your hair color is red.
no, it's not even red. It's actually I don't even know. It's plum
It's
red.
maroon.
It's not maroon. It's plum red, and my mom calls
Okay,
it burgundy, but it's not burgundy. Yeah. So yeah,
okay.
okay. Yeah. So when it comes to sports, again, it reminds me of Manchester United versus Manchester City.
Fantastic.
City is blue and that is red, and I would again I support City. My brother supports City. A lot of my friends we support City, and yeah, that. What else does blue signify? I think blue gives. Yeah, basically it reminds you to be patient and just calm, meditative state. Apart from that, I don't know what much to say. But you mentioned, but they are very significant
Mm.
colors. Both of them very strong.
Okay.
Like even in school, uh, like you have different houses. There would always be a blue house and a red house and a
Mm.
green house. So yeah, these two are always very like one of the main colors.
Yes, so I had one question in mind. Like, how did you come up with this topic? Was it very random, or you were thinking something and then you came up with this topic?
You know, I was searching for topics and I thought there
Okay.
were other basic topics. Like there's topics like another one is innovation versus invention, but I don't know what to speak on it. So it's like, do you have something on it? It's very tricky. At what is the difference?
Yeah, I like this kind of technical topics.
Okay, so innovation versus invention. You only speak. Okay, I'll write it down. Innovation versus invention. Firstly, are they different or are they the same thing?
Mm. So I'm a very technical person, so I would definitely say they're different. So I would say that invention is something completely new, like not not available on the planet. It's been
Mm-hmm.
happening for the very first time, and innovation would be something like, it depends on the perspective of the person. Like if the person tries to do something which is already there, then it's
Yeah.
innovative. It won't
Yeah.
be inventive. It will be inventive for that person, but it would be called innovative in general.
Hmm.
So that
Okay,
was
yeah.
my small thought process.
Right, right. Okay, so can you give me an example of invention and innovation?
Okay, so how do I even, invention is very simple. Like anything, if you look around, like specs, it's basically an invention. Uh, how it was made through a machine. The machine was also an invention. Somebody had to think about it. So all the small things that you see around are inventions.
Yeah.
Now I'm beginning to think that innovation is a part of invention, because
Yeah.
innovation means basically thinking out of the box and being curious and trying different things. So I think it's a part of being a part of innovating something.
Right. Yeah. Basically, the ideas that are structured is probably after thinking a lot, and that's innovative. And
Hmm.
invention is the final outcome, the
Hmm.
what they
Yes.
make through technology or machines and everything. Yeah. Like okay, that's nice. So, have you always been interested in this field? Like you were a BTech student, so you always knew you wanted to do this, or was
No,
there
no,
some
no.
influence?
I didn't always want to do this. It just like my father asked that, you want to do biology or maths? So I said maths. So I went in that field. But I always had a curious mind and a very technical mind. So I like to break things down and think about it in great depth. Because I was an introvert, that might be something. So there's an overthinking aspect to it as well. So I think
Okay.
these all added up to me being such kind of person.
Hmm. But you mentioned like your dad asked you if you want to do biology or math. So like, why are these two the only options?
Okay, you're not familiar with it, right? So there are two streams. When you do, when after class 10th, you have to go into two streams, right? Maths, physics, chemistry, or physics, chemistry, biology. So you have to choose one. So I
No,
went
no,
in the
that
maths.
I know. That I know. I'm asking you. You always wanted to do science, or you ever thought of doing commerce and arts or something?
No, I never thought of commerce or arts. I loved maths from a very young age. So I I wanted to do something in this field,
Hmm.
this itself. So now I'm interested in business because it involves a lot of maths and thinking on the spot and small aptitude stuff that people say. So I'm interested in this now. So I have once again shifted my path.
So like, do you do MBA or like, are you planning or anything?
Yes, I'm planning to do an MBA and learn more things, join big corporations and learn how they function, and let's see how it goes. And I also started a YouTube channel, if you wanted to know.
Okay, okay. So do you post like conversations and stuff?
Yes, after I started taking clapingo sessions, then I saw that on YouTube people were making content related
Yeah,
to this. They were uploading their conversations as well. So I thought
yeah,
that why not me? Let me also start it.
yeah,
So
yeah. So like, what
it's
do
been
people
7 months now.
write? So what do people tell in the comments? Like, are they happy with like it, or like a lot of people try to learn English through other people's videos, which is like I don't know if that's good, that works. They need to physically come, not physically. I mean, they need to
They
come
have
here and
to.
yeah,
There's a small analogy that I always like to use. Like to learn swimming, you have to enter the water. You can't just sit on the shore and just think that
yeah,
I'll go in the water and then paddle like this or paddle like that.
yeah, yeah,
It does not work,
yeah. That
because
there's even
there's a lot of variables when you jump in
yeah.
the water.
Right, right. There's even a worse analogy which says that if you look at a surgeon doing surgery on YouTube doesn't mean you become a doctor. So yeah, that's funny. So yeah, true, true. You can't do it. You have to try it yourself. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that by looking at others' mistakes, like I'm talking about English in general, they can do it, but no,
Yes,
because if you
I think that they should do it, because then only they will realize that, or doing it in practical and doing it, learning from other people. It's a whole different ball game.
yeah, yeah,
So I
correct.
think uh, people get to learn it the hard way by
Yeah,
that method.
right. Okay. Yeah. So what else do you want to discuss? Now I'm running out of topic. I don't want to give like another topic, but I can give because now I have too many topics. So I've opened something in front of me.
You
Okay.
select one topic that is interesting to you.
Oh, okay. Let me see what is here. Um,
I was going to ask you one question,
yeah, you will. Yeah.
uh, that like about your experience. You told that you have met a lot of people. So you have met doctors and policemen, and what was their demeanor like? What were they talking about? What were their interests? And
I feel like the dynamic changes. Like in their life, they are a policeman. They are higher than me, more experienced. I am just
Mhm.
a student, but here I am a tutor, and they are the learner. So it's like you have to. I will give you the feedback. So people. So in order to learn something in life, you have to. You should not have ego. You should always be willing to learn, and no matter what your age is. So yeah, it shouldn't matter if your teacher is younger than you or older than you, or if a kid is doing better than you. Try to just like look at everything like positively. Try to learn something from everyone, and yeah, I have a lot of older people come here. I also have young children come here. So yeah, it's like those people. mm, I think there is nothing different. They are here for a reason. They want to enhance their communication skills, and they are very dedicated. And yeah, like they would call me ma'am for no reason. I don't know. Yeah, and I would be
Okay.
like, yeah. So that's the learning experience that you come here and then you're not a policeman here. You're a learner. And for
Mhm.
me also, like I am the tutor.
Okay. Great. And I had one more question, like about your studies. Like it's not a very interesting question. Like, what do you study about sociology, and are you interested in it? Do you like it?
Yeah, like I when I was I have too many dreams. Not too many dreams, like too many different careers that I wanted to do. When I was young, I wanted to become a teacher. Then there was this brief period in class 6 or 7, maybe. I thought, okay, maybe I can go for journalism, which is like I can still write. Like I have that habit. I have that interest also. But when I was in the 11th and 12th, obviously you take new subjects. So I took psychology and sociology. So I was always thinking which one should I go with. I liked both equally, and then I think when I graduated school, we had to like choose. So basically, Delhi University and most of these universities now they have CUET, but like before they used to take through like board examination marks. So there's a cutoff. So I couldn't clear the cutoff for psychology in the colleges that I wanted. So I thought, okay, I'll go with sociology. I was getting psychology in a college that I didn't want to go like that
Mhm.
much. So I chose my college over my subject, and my parents were a bit scared. Like, are you sure? Like, you were saying
Okay.
psychology since that day. I was like, no, I'll go with socio. But now I'm very happy. So basically, in sociology, you study about obviously the society, but like everything is a even basically people, right? So in sociology, we study everything: political aspect, economic aspect, everything. So there is science also maybe. So like there is everything is in the society. So whatever is there in the society, we study everything.
Mhm.
uh, um, but it's a bit like theoretical, a bit like we study about thinkers and what all ideologies people have given. Then we try to implement it in the real world also. Like we try to come up with our own theories, our own. Like we see a lot of these questions these days on like status quo or like discrimination and communalism, and so we
Mhm.
try to think about. I think sociology gives you the space to think about things that you are not usually thinking.
Okay. So you think about the problems that are existent in society.
Yeah,
Right.
and then obviously try to come with solutions.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of
Okay.
these professions, like obviously UPSC, public policy,
Mhm.
um, yeah, research, these things require a sociological aspect to it. So yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, but now I want to go with social work maybe because I want to do some groundwork
Mhm.
before I go for my another master's, which I would probably do in developmental studies or maybe cultural studies. I have some interest in studying cultures. So yeah,
Mhm.
let's see. Yeah.
Great.
Hmm. So
Anything
that is
else? Anything
now
else
you.
that you want to ask?
So yeah, you tell me what do you want to do. Now you're focusing on your business. So what would you want to do with it? Like, what is the final aim? Do you have a goal?
Mhm. So the final aim is absolutely to earn as much money as possible. So
Okay.
I would be lying if I said that being
Mm.
in business. So,
Yeah, right.
but the current goal is definitely to set up a business and a profitable one.
Yeah.
So that would be for the first metric of success,
Mm.
I would think.
Right.
So the
Yeah.
whole effort and time is going in that.
Yeah. So like
And I like to, like I said, that I started a YouTube channel. So I'm just trying this new space as well, like content creation and
mm,
seeing from that aspect as well.
so what's
But
the
it's
name of
tough.
your channel?
It's English with Kunal. You can
Okay.
check it
Okay.
out
All right. Okay.
if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's very tough. I would just say that
Mm,
because it's not easy to gain subscribers.
yeah.
Like my last month, I literally gained just 2 subscribers.
Yeah, I think you have to be consistent. Plus,
Mm.
your basically all comes down to the visual aspect. People
Mm.
want to look at things that are pretty and aesthetic. So even it be singing or dancing, like how you present it is. That's why I'm trying to
Mm.
like now I will focus on my setup more than just my dance. I think my dance is good, so now I
Okay.
want to focus on like other aspects. Like yeah.
So are you also a content creator?
No, I don't put up content on YouTube, but I might just start. But before
Mhm.
that, I need to focus on some other things, like yeah, my setup basically. So I need to fix that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it's a very trendy career nowadays. Like
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
wants to be a content creator.
yeah. But I would not rather than wanting to become content creator. Probably I want to be a dancer, which means that not just
Okay.
social media presence. Like I would want to like do shows and like physically teach people or like that. That should be there, not
I
just be
think
on.
I think eventually you will get all those opportunities once you get some success on social media, like you have some sort of a following. Then the organizations will definitely call you up and they would like to
Yeah,
work with you, give you a
yeah,
lot of
right.
opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes,
yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, so now you're going to go back to work, as you said,
yes, I have to.
right? Okay, so is it far or are you at that place only?
I am at that place right now.
All right, okay. All right, then I'll see you next time.
Okay, great.
Yeah, bye.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.